Hello, this is Alien Isolation. Or rather, it is the DLC episodes, the sort of expanded stuff. This is after watching Alien Romulus, so I'll be talking a bit about that. This first one will be spoiler free stuff, the second one, not so much. For context, I have already played all of the base game. I wanted to finish Alien Isolation before doing or seeing Alien Romulus, and I did so. That was streamed and recorded. This will be coming out beforehand, so I'm kind of publishing these videos in the wrong order. But these episodes, I believe, are prequel. They follow stuff that happened in the first Alien movie, so it's kind of still appropriate to release these first. But yes, for context, I have played all of Alien Isolation. Those videos will probably not be coming out immediately following the release of these ones. These two, I'm going to do Crew Expendable and Last Survivor, because right now my channel is in the chokehold of Dance Dance Revolution, where I am playing through all the DDR games. So if that's something you think you'd be interested in seeing as well, go ahead. We are playing on Novice, because as I reiterate a lot of times during my full playthrough of this game, I don't really like horror games. I don't want this to be hard and frustrating. I just want to appreciate alien lore, alien stories, and get to the end. So this will be a lot more edited. I claim that I am in my lazy era of YouTube, where I don't really do much editing, like cutting out stuff, cutting out repeat parts where I die too many times, or removing load screens that I'm quiet during, but these ones will be edited.
Big and...
You sure took him into the air shaft?
Disappeared into one of the cooling ducts.
My question is, it's using the air ducts to move around.
You know, the primary air shaft may work to our advantage. We can lead it through, down to the main airlock.
Who gets to go into the vent?
Before I talk about Romulus, we're just gonna kind of get started. Oh, I get to pick who I'm gonna be? Oh, I mean, the choice is pretty obvious. I want to be Ellen Ripley. I wonder if you do different things
Ripley,
depending on the
lead it
character.
into the primary air shaft. We trap it on the lower deck. Then Ash opens the airlock. Lock down the maintenance hatches where Parker, Lambert, and me are tracking it on the way. Let's do it, people.
Are you okay? Who's coughing? Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, we don't get to play as her. She's probably like my least liked character in the movie anyways. So, my spoiler-free review on Romulus. It is quite good. It referenced stuff in the Across Alien movies. Turn that shit off, I'm talking. Across Alien games that I was not expecting. Because, you know, I feel like movies that are kind of like that, where it's like, oh, we're going to do something new with the franchise, and we're going to ignore the stuff that fans didn't really care for. But they absolutely did not ignore certain things that I figured that they would ignore. And I was glad for that, because I am a fan of all things Alien. Are you okay? I think she has COVID. This would be like, what, COVID 70-something? 50-something? Oh, anyways, yeah, I should continue checking all these little nooks for goodies. But yeah, I was quite pleased with the movie. I think it did some really interesting things with the story. Again, this is going to be the non-spoiler episode, but when I do the next part, I will be talking a bit more open with spoilers. Also, we get to kind of wander around the Nostromo, which is kind of cool. I mean, it looks a lot like all the stuff we were seeing in the base game of Alien Isolation anyways. Oh, what was that? Yeah, I'm just kind of looking around to get stuff right now. Apparently these episodes are like no longer than 30 minutes to beat, according to How Long to Beat.
Ripley, certain you have everything you need, hmm?
Oh, this is, right. So we know that the alien is around. And that's bad news. So we're kind of looking at the aftermath. The little face huggers over there. Little guts on the floor there. Bit of a mess. But yeah, Romulus is quite good, which was kind of... It's refreshing to hear that people are liking it, especially after what people consider two recent disappointments. Personally, I like Prometheus and Covenant. The only Alien movie I don't enjoy watching is Alien 3, and I don't think that's a particularly hot take. I don't think... I mean, Alien 3 has things that are cool about it, but, you know, if I'm ever doing like a franchise rewatch, I can skip that one without much guilt. In fact, I had recently watched pretty much all of them, except 3 and Resurrection, leading up to Romulus.
Nostromo has landed on the surface of the planetoid the acoustical beacon is transmitting from. Dallas, Kane, and Lambert are making preparations to approach the beacon on foot. Surface structure is basalt, with traces of rhyolite and probable lava overlays. Atmosphere, inert nitrogen, a little oxygen, and high levels of free CO2. Pressure reads at 10 to the 4th dynes per centimeter. Quite the storm raging out there.
And yeah, I'd watched Alien recently had its 40th anniversary, so it was playing in theaters. I went to see that. And then to sort of get excited for a modern Alien movie, I rewatched Prometheus and Covenant. I'd only ever seen Covenant one time before, and that was in theaters. I hadn't... of course, I've purchased all of them over time and rewatched them, but Covenant was the only one I'd never rewatched. And that would have been almost the same for Prometheus. That would be my 3rd time watching it just recently. And then my housemate was planning to watch Aliens, the 2nd one, and so I joined him for that. So yeah, the only... and I was going to watch Resurrection because I'm like, well, I'm almost there. That's almost all of them. But I thought Resurrection might be a little too, like, after the story and a little too weird. So I thought Aliens was a good place to sort of leave off before Romulus. And I think that was the right call. Alien Resurrection, a lot of people don't like that one either. I like that one a lot because of how strange and weird it gets. I like when sci-fi does that, when it just gets weirder and does wackier things. Because if you think about it, every one of the movies has done something new, has added something to the species, some new kind of take on what it's capable of or how it works. And I've always liked that. Prometheus introduced the pathogen and the engineers, which was really cool. Oh, I forgot I'm not streaming this right now. I did stream all of Alien Isolation live. This is not streamed, so you are only seeing this on YouTube, and don't feel like you missed out on a stream if you're watching this. Do I have the... Oh, yeah, this. Oh, that's cool. It's different than the one in... What's it called? Also, is it my gun at the same time? I think it is. Or no, that is. Never mind. It just kind of looked like a gun, and I saw a flamethrower on the bottom. Right, so the game is telling me to go this way. So let's proceed with this episode then. I've looked around enough. The thing that moves around on the screen there, that is tells you where to go in the game. It's kind of like your objective GPS, which is nice because I'm really stupid at navigating.
The security system has shut a number of doors, so you'll need to gather equipment en route. Mother isn't really helping the situation, unfortunately.
Okay, Ash. My good old human friend Ash.
Good luck. I'm closing the hatch behind you.
Yeah, Romulus was quite a fun film. The characters... I was kind of not liking that the characters were so young in this. It kind of gave me vibes of the novel Alien Echoes. I believe it was called Alien Echoes. And, which it was a young reader's novel in the Alien universe, believe it or not. So it was kind of meant to be read by, like, ages, like, 12 to 15-ish, I believe, is the young reader's age category. And, it sucked. It was just a boring novel about stupid shit that I obviously cannot relate to or appreciate because I'm an adult. I don't really care about this girl that has a crush and how she doesn't like school and stuff. Like, these are not things that me as an adult can appreciate. But over time, they did grow on me quite a bit, the characters in Romulus. And so yeah, I did eventually come around to them, and pretty quickly too. I mean, one of the characters is a bit of an asshole, but there's always one of those characters, right? Let's hide for a moment. But yeah, I was saying, so every movie has done something different or unique with the alien formula or aspects that were introduced to it. And I can see how a lot of people might not like what was introduced, most notably around the end of the film. I liked it quite a bit because, like I said, I like the weird stuff, but I won't talk about exactly what it was here because this is the spoiler-free episode, but I thought it was quite good. Overall, I was very happy with the film. It also did a couple of unique things in regards to threats. The facehugger got a bit more play. It was less of a vehicle and more of like a problem that had to be overcome. And not just like here's a facehugger encounter and then it's over. Like in previous ones, it's like it's an overall thing. I can't look at my radar while I'm in here. It definitely sounds like it's still nearby though. It kind of sucks that my radar is too bulky to use in here. In Alien Isolation, you could use it in these. I'm gonna get out. Okay, it's gone. But yeah, so it has like a lot of the same classic elements you expect from an Alien movie are in it. The xenomorph is of course very cool. The kills are very cool. Oh, hello.
Close it down. This plan is crazy. Some kind of suicide.
It's the only plan we've got, Parker. If you've got a better one, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah.
There's just a skull on there. Yeah, overall, I'd say, you know, if you like the Alien series, go and see it. I hope you have an open mind about the weirdness that is going to possibly come with it. Because every Alien movie, it can't just be about the xenomorphs. They gotta do something. And that something might not always be agreeable. Let's hide real quick. And and also I went to see it in Screen X, which is a thing that just kind of rolled out a bit recently in my hometown theater, where it like projects peripheral of the movie onto like the walls of the theater, so it's not just the screen. And I thought it would be something that was present the whole time, but it most notably was not, which was a bit disappointing. Oh, it's closing. Oh, you're right here! I think I might have scared it more than it scared me in that moment. We both had a real startle at that, huh? Let's just hurry on my way. So yeah, go see Romulus. Go pay money for this movie, cause oh, you're bowling me over again. I'm cutting it way too close with that flamethrower, but I haven't exactly had a whole lot of run-up time. Probably gave me an overwhelming amount of flamethrower fuel, so I don't have to do too much of the hiding, which is fine. I probably gotta take an event to get here a little quicker. Why don't we go ahead and take this vent to see if that leads me somewhere, like where I gotta go a little faster. Do I turn left here? Oh, I don't have a flamethrower? Or I don't have a flashlight? I mean, I do have a flare, but I guess it was a short amount of time.
Jesus, you took your time. Shut up my side of the system. I'm a sitting duck here.
Okay,
You're
okay.
safe now, Lambert. Just sit tight. It'll it'll be over soon.
Oh, what was that? I'll take a flare. I don't know if, so I didn't experiment as much as I probably should have playing Alien Isolation. I don't know if the flare will scare the alien off. Presumably it will. But I don't know for super sure. Oh, I just saw its tail peeking around the corner there. Yeah, the Screen X thing was it wasn't as cool as I was hoping it would be, but it was still pretty cool. Like a lot of times the shots of like space, they'd project like stars on the walls, or sometimes you'd see like characters that were in the scene in the peripherals just kind of moving around a bit. I thought it would be distracting at first because I was like, oh, how frequently am I going to be looking at the walls instead of the main movie? But because I don't want to miss anything. But you quickly come to realize that. Okay, I'll hide this then. You quickly come to realize that there's not going to be anything vital over there, so you really can just look at the middle screen and just let the peripherals be in your peripherals. Sometimes like certain corridor scenes it would be on, and sometimes in like ship areas or like in space it would be on. It's kind of cool, and then it would just sort of fade out, and then you're just watching a regular movie for a bit. So it was just kind of a fine transition. One part in particular, there's like a lights on or lights off kind of part. I can't remember exactly what. And there's like a big audio boom that goes along with it. And instead of like fading in, the Screen X just turns on at that moment, kind of creating the illusion like, oh, now you are aware of the hallway around you kind of thing. I thought that was cool. I appreciated that. I'm also very glad that the, yeah, it is giving me a lot of flamethrower fuel. It does not want me to struggle. And I'm glad, because I don't want to struggle. I just want to play this and enjoy it. Just like I enjoyed Romulus. Again, go see it. Spend money on the Alien franchise so they can make more stuff. I talk a lot about it during the Isolation playthrough, so I won't go on too much about it here, but I read all the novels too. Like, I'm like in. I am very much in.
Good to see you, Ripley. By rights, it should have been me going in there.
It was my choice, Dallas. Let's get this done. Okay, I'm through to the aft decks.
Right. Find the primary airshaft system and lead
Oh, I
the
was
creature
Dallas
down to the
moving.
deck
I
below.
forgot.
I can connect to
Oh
the
no,
aft
Dallas, it's very
control
close to you, my guy. He might be coming in here. I don't have a thing to hide in. Oh, you're just gone. Okay, it's all good. I mean, I could have hidden those lockers, but I thought it would come through that door any minute now. Why don't we take this? I don't want to... Flares are so bright and take up so much screen real estate. We're just going to feel around in the darkness. Just hopefully this takes me somewhere I want to be. Oh, I was like, oh, it just takes me out into space. Am I dead? I think I am dead. I didn't flame it effectively enough. I hope the checkpointing in this is generous. Because in Alien Isolation there's manual saves. And it takes you back to your last manual save. Well, this isn't too far back. That's fine. Yeah, you had manual saves in Isolation, the main game. And depending on, maybe you didn't see one along the way, and you had to restart a lot more than you wanted to. And that would be pretty annoying. Well,
Right.
going through the
Find
vent
primary airshaft system
was bad
and
for
lead
me
the
last
creature down
time.
to the deck below.
And it looks like it
I can
definitely
connect
didn't
to the
take me to where I
aft
wanted to
control
go. Yeah, I was kind of expecting this to be cooler than it is. Because, like, this just... I mean, I guess it makes sense that everything looks kind of samey to Isolation because it's just that was the style at the time in the universe. But yeah, the Nostromo is replicated pretty decently in like all the areas of the station, the Sevastopol station.
Wish me luck.
Isn't this the part where the one guy is like navigating these shafts and then the Xeno gives him the jazz hands?
I'm just trying to get a reading here. All right, I got a reading on you now. Hold on a second. I think I got it. Yes, it's in there with you.
Lambert, speak to me.
Right around there. You're gonna have to be careful.
Oh, it just goes away. Whoa! Okay, well, I'm dying again. I guess the flamethrower acts as a flashlight. I don't really need to use a flare. I just need to have the flamethrower at the ready. I don't think there's much more Romulus talk I can do without spoiling it. It did cool things.
Yes,
I liked it quite a
it's in
bit.
there with you.
Is there no stopping it?
Go left.
I'm going left! But it just grabbed me from behind anyway. Okay, I have a better understanding of what I should be doing. Slightly better. The person I watched do it was using flares quite a bit. It didn't seem like it was doing anything to deter the Xenomorph.
All right, I got a reading on you now. Hold on a second. I think I got it. Yes, it's in there with you.
Where is it, Lambert?
Right around there. You're gonna have to be careful. Straight on.
Okay, so it is bothered by that.
Right. That's it.
Just straight then? Yeah, she'll give you cues. Not very good ones, apparently.
Left. Go right. Right.
Okay. So yeah, that part's actually not all that hard. I don't know what I was particularly doing wrong. Maybe I was just jumping the gun a bit too much, getting myself lost in a way that Lambert could not lead me out. I hope that's a checkpoint, because that part seemed a little finicky and difficult to do well. I also read when I was looking up what to do, or more specifically how to handle that situation, that each character plays a little bit differently and may have slight gameplay differences. I'm not going to be playing as all of them. It's fine. We'll just do this the one time. Again, I don't like horror movies or horror games. I love horror movies, particularly ones that aren't even scary, though. I just like looking at monsters and gore.
This is Ash, Science Officer of the Nostromo. This is an official record in the ship's log of my actions today. A member of the crew was compromised by an unknown creature. I made the decision to allow him back on board without following established quarantine procedure. Looking at the bigger picture, I feel comfortable with this decision. It was a risk I was willing to take, and I will abide by whatever the company decides upon my return.
Oh, it's just right here, I guess.
Ash,
I don't know why
the airlock
I have
systems.
med kits, though.
Look, it's here, okay? It's up to you now.
I'm opening the outer airlock, but it'll take time. Find somewhere to hide.
Damn, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know why I would need medkit stuff. Because, Oh, do you mind? Oh, I thought I heard it coming. Where have you gone? I guess I'm just surviving now. Yeah, why would we need medkits? Like, humans with their bullets hurt you a bit.
The airlock is primed. Wait for it to enter the outer airlock chamber. It's ready to close it in.
And, yeah, the androids beat you up a little bit. Humans can shoot at you. But the xenomorph most assuredly just kills you instantly. So I don't know why we have a med kit here at all. Or collecting scraps to make a med kit.
It's moving in the right direction.
Can I spook you into going in the right place? Hello. Is this the airlock? Because it was definitely in there for a moment. Maybe I'll just hide here. It'd be nice if I knew exactly what the airlock was. Oh! I didn't know holding my breath was a mechanic. That never came up during my entire playthrough of Isolation. They gave me a little update at the end there. Whoa, that is a bad time to have a checkpoint. Wow. Oh, that was just a... I was trying to throw a flare into what I thought was the airlock to hopefully lure it into the airlock, and then I don't know what I expected. Stop! That's not a bad... I mean, that is a bad. That's not a good place to be. So that time I did get the,
Something?
Yeah, I know. I did get the, prompt to hold my breath, so I did. And then I saw the lean back and it was a little too late. You don't have a lot of time, so it seems like the xenomorph just sort of does laps around the whole place. So it's presumably going to be around here. And I'm going to get ready to hold my breath and lean back. And hopefully that's enough, because it seems to come to this area. Like, I think this part might be slightly scripted. When I was hiding and just waiting for a long time, which of course was cut out because it'll be boring to watch.
It's moving in the right direction.
Okay. There we go. So the trick was to just wait till it's in that area, and the flares absolutely did help. I watched the guide, and he like first tried to lure it in with himself as bait in the outer airlock. That didn't seem to work, and then I guess dropped a flare in there.
Looks like we're back to square one. I need to consult with Mother.
And it was all for naught anyways, because if that worked,
Bring back life form.
it just wouldn't work.
Priority one. all other priorities rescinded. You can't. You still don't understand what you're dealing with, do you? Perfect organism. Its structural perfection is matched only by its hostility. I admire its purity. A survivor. Unclouded by conscience, remorse, or delusions of morality.
Of course you do, you filthy synth.
I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies.
And that's that. Alright, now I guess next up is to just do the other DLC episode. And warning, there will be spoilers in that one for Alien Romulus.